Da sind wir.
Yeah.
How do you feel das ist Ruud. How do you feel in front of the camera, Ruud?
Uncomfortable.
Why are you participating then?
And that's the question, because yes, why not? And we agreed to not discuss personal stuff. So
We want to talk about what then?
the word dating that we both hate.
Yes, okay.
And maybe try to deconstruct it, or let's see where it goes. Right?
Okay, you go ahead.
Yeah. Well, I don't like...
Wait, let's say we met on Tinder.
Yes.
And you do what as a job? Do you want to talk about that? Or not
I'm
even
fine.
that?
Yeah, I'm IT person for media entertainment.
Okay.
So
that's why you're so tu te méfies des médias. How do you say in English? That was French. Deswegen hat er so eine Skepsis gegenüber den Medien, weil er bei den Medien arbeitet.
Yeah. No.
You don't trust me.
I do. No, that's not the problem. The trust is not the problem. I never wanted to be online.
Okay.
So my online presence is virtually zero. Mm-hmm. I'm on LinkedIn, and that's it.
And now this.
And now this.
Innocently swiping left and right on Tinder, and then this happens.
Yeah. That's great.
What I won't say persuade, convinced you to still be part of this experiment?
Because I wanted to meet you. And then we had a nice discussion.
About what?
Well, I remember your bio. So I went for the pictures, of course, because that's
on the
Tinder app.
Yeah, but the pictures, only half of them are actually of me, huh? Maybe you tell them what the other pictures are about, or don't you remember?
Well, there was a picture you in scrubs filming, or it wasn't you?
I was filming, yes. Yeah. But the other pictures, they were not me. You don't remember?
I haven't looked at it.
Okay, but did you have a look at the profile at all?
Yes, the bio. So your bio was, I don't like small talk. So I thought, okay, then we had a match. So we both swiped right? Mm-hmm. And then I said, okay, interesting. I can't do small talk. That's a challenge. So I said something, I can't remember even, but something like that. Oh, no small talk. That's a challenge. So I said, okay, let's come up with something. And probably was the good opening sentence.
Yeah, that was quite intelligent one. I felt that you must have brains and heart. Brains and heart. And that's why I thought, okay, I go into the discussion with you. And then I always try to right away switch to talking on the phone and meeting somebody. I don't like the ones that forever, text forever. Have you experienced that? How have you experienced Tinder or dating apps? On how many dating apps
Just
are you?
Tinder.
And how long?
5 weeks.
Okay, but are we allowed to say that you were in a very long relationship? You are not one of the ones that had a relationship 20 years ago and sex 2 weeks ago.
No, that's not me.
No. Okay, so he's really sehr seriös. Also jedenfalls auf den ersten Blick.
No, that's fine with me.
Okay, we can say so much.
Yeah, no,
You were in a very long-term relationship and a very happy one, but it still fell apart.
Yeah.
Not more than that, but...
That's fine. Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
Okay. And that happened already quite some time, so you got over it, and now you decided to date again. Is that, can we say so much?
Yeah, that's the good summary.
Okay, and now you're first time ever on dating apps?
Yes.
Or like a virgin?
For dating apps, yes.
That's interesting.
Dating used to be like we go to the pub and you meet someone.
Yeah, when you were young, when you dated the last time. You were how old when you dated the last time?
27.
27, okay, that was which year? Are you born the same year as I am, 68?
No, I'm 65.
65, okay, so you were 27, that must have been a very bad...
92.
In 92, oh God, that is a long time ago. So what was that like?
Dating at that time?
In comparison to today?
Well, you first actually had to meet people in real life. before you could even, and I hate the word dating, by the way, but
We talked about that. Okay.
yeah, but just having, interesting meetings with female companions, and then
In 92.
in '92, and then I just stopped dating when I found the true one. And I still had many female friends, but sort of this goes away during the years because their partners can't cope with it, or your female friends are not compatible with your lover, and usually happens. So then that stopped, sort of. And I only have a few friends from that time, female friends.
Okay, and now is it now being new on the dating market?
Yes, it's completely strange experience. You don't go to the pub anymore.
Nobody does that, huh?
No,
And people stare at their phones the entire time. So, okay, well,
Yeah.
you have a dog, you meet other people, but mainly other women or gays.
yeah.
Or gay people with the dog. So, yeah, do you also think that it has become hard to
I
meet
thi-
people in real life? Since
Yes.
when have you been single? No?
No, not that long.
A year or 2
less.
years? A year. Less than a year.
Yeah, fall 24.
Fall 24. Well, we have almost, that's 9 months or so.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, and now for 4 weeks Tinder. Yeah, so how do you perceive Tinder?
Well, the people think it's a dating app for casual meetings.
Most people think
Most
that.
people, yeah. But I found, to my surprise, that it's actually a very good. Well, the idea is everybody understands it, and if you meet people and there's a match, quite soon you know, oh, this will never be a match, or this is an interesting person, and then conversation starts. And I have met so many wonderful people.
Ja, same. I think the same. Und ich glaube, dass ihr einfach Vorteile habt, wenn ihr immer sagt, das ist eh nur für Sex oder oberflächlich. I actually don't think it's superficial. Also because a picture says 1,000 words. Even if people don't have any text, the picture tells you so much.
Yeah, but then they have their bio in the text. Like they have skiing, or they have drinks. Or I swipe left, because if you are a wino, then I think, okay, that's not for me.
Yeah, but even if they don't have any text, sometimes or mostly the text is really very boring. Like, I love going on vacation like everybody does, and everybody likes to go to the restaurant.
Yeah.
But even if there is no text at all, the pictures tell you so much about status, about education, or intelligence at least, about taste. Are you a cultural person? This is what I think.
Yeah, and I did some extra text in my bio to also tell people I'm still in the divorce process, to be honest. And some people probably don't like it, and other people say, okay, I don't care. So I'd like to be honest, because I don't like to have other people investing time and emotions and have ideas about how it would be, and then, oh, he's still in the middle of the legal part of the divorce. And that's something people should know up front. So I met a really nice girl, really nice, and one of the first things she said was, I have cancer. I'm terminal.
Oh, really? And
Yeah.
how did you react?
Tears.
You cried with her?
Course, yeah, of course, because
But she's still dating.
yeah,
Did you like her?
yes, a lot.
Can you imagine being in a relationship with her?
Yes,
And why are you not?
because we decided it's not a good idea. It was more her idea. She doesn't have the energy for it.
But why is she on Tinder then?
Meeting interesting people, and she thought it was sort of an accident.
Oh my
although
goodness.
I think it was not that by accident. She closed down or made it invisible, and anyway, we matched. And that's one of the reasons people need to be brutally honest.
Yeah, I think honesty, I'm also brutally honest, and I think you shouldn't dump anything on others. So I decide if somebody can take something.
Okay,
but
I'm overstating it a little bit,
Yeah,
but it was
yeah.
in the first quarter or half hour. that it came to this topic.
That she said she has cancer. How old is she?
Your age, maybe slightly younger. Well, no, she's from 71 or so. So
Mid-50s.
yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it pains me to see, and such a strong mind. So
But why
that's
can't you help her in any way? She doesn't want to being with her.
being a friend.
Yeah.
That's the only thing. So that's one example. Another example is a person who was depressed during a big part of her life, and she doesn't want to be in a relationship.
But why is she on Tinder then?
To
Also
meet people.
Okay.
Yeah, and there was also meet people, which I thought, okay, swipe right. She's good looking. We had a really wonderful connection. So that's, I could say it's a friendship already in a few weeks.
You understand German.
Yes.
Ich glaube, es kommt echt ganz stark auf das eigene Profil und die eigene Offenheit und das eigene Wischen, Swiping-Verhalten an, ob das Frust ist und was man sich erwartet. Ob man nicht einfach nur sagt, ich möchte eine schöne Begegnung haben, selbst wenn die nur für den Moment ist, oder ob man jetzt wirklich meint, der muss es sein oder ist es jetzt der, den ich heute Abend treffe. Und ich glaube, dass wenn man das richtig macht, kann man wirklich, also so meine Erfahrung, wunderbare Begegnungen haben. Auch wenn jetzt für mich jetzt auch der Richtige noch nicht dabei war. Und für dich ja auch nicht, aber es sind ja erst 4 Wochen. He understands German.
Yeah. Well, maybe the right one is there, but...
How does it feel sitting in front of me?
Great. Yeah, I think you're a lovely person. So that's why I asked, can you bring your dog? Because your dog is part of your bio.
You know that the other day I met somebody, I didn't make it public because it was a very short meeting with an architect, a really successful one. And he sent me away. He was so angry because I brought my dog. Before we discussed that I want to be friends first and get to know somebody. That was a week ago. And the meeting lasted only 10 minutes because he got really upset.
Thank you.
Why did you bring the dog on the first day? How dare you? That's really strange. He went like, and I was, she's part of my life.
Yeah.
And if I meet somebody, I tell always people, okay, they don't do it. But I tell you can bring your children, your grandmother. I mean, if this is...
No, that's different.
No, but I still think if this is your bubble, bring your child, your ex-wife, and everybody along. I would love to meet your wife to see what she has to tell about you or the relationship. What's wrong with that?
Well, maybe she wants to tape it as well. No, but I said, can you bring your dog? And you know why?
Yeah?
We met in real life. And we embraced, we hugged a little bit, and I saw the dog reacting to me, and then I know, okay, it's honest. It's not...
Well, she's always sweet. This is just
the
her.
dog, you can see the behavior of the dog, you can see a part of the character of the owner.
No, not always, because my beloved Miro, my first real dog that I got like 15 years ago and who died of cancer 5 years ago, he was deeply traumatized, and I was able to help him because he was so extremely traumatized, and I got him when he was a year old, and I know exactly what he needed, and it took him years to be able to not be scared to death of men.
Yeah, but that's a different story.
Yeah, so that doesn't tell much. And it took me like all his life until he died of cancer before he really liked men.
Yeah.
So
that's
there
possible.
You can't really always say it tells a lot.
It tells a lot, but not always.
Yeah, okay. Okay. So dating. So whom else have you met in these 4 weeks?
Lovely women. Yeah, really lovely people. It's like you meet people who are bringing something that I was missing. Discussions about...
Yeah, and people you would never meet in real life, huh? Because they're not part of your bubble.
Exactly.
So
which is also very interesting.
Could you please, you have to look into there.
Oh,
Tell people why it's I mean, everybody needs to decide for himself or herself. But why is it really good to go on Tinder or Bumble? And what are they doing wrong that they're so fucking frustrated?
I think because everybody lives in a bubble, you use the words, and so you never get to know people outside that bubble, and that is really boring.
Yeah, but they say they don't like Tinder because it's disappointing to them.
Well, that's how you make it yourself. And by the way, if it's disappointing to you, it's your reaction to your emotion. So that's a thing that you cannot control, and people should be able to control their own, at least, reaction to their own emotion. And if they are disappointed about Tinder or the people they meet, maybe they had the wrong strategy.
I think so too, although now I have to say that I had the discussion yesterday with a very good friend, and she has been single now for 2 or 3 years, and she met her ex-partner also on the dating site, but that was 15 years ago.
Yeah.
And she said it has radically changed, and she's got the problem, and I think there must be some truth to it, because she's a really beautiful person. I love her so much. But she looks her age. She's 2 or 3 years older than me. She's got short hair and she's wearing glasses. And she gets absolutely no... Also, I would marry her if I was gay. I think she's the most beautiful partner a guy can wish for. Seriously, she's got it everything.
So she needs marketing.
Got rather average looks.
Yeah.
Sorry, but that's... And she's not, you know, sometimes I think people date my hair and not me. and she does not get any likes. Nobody swipes her right, and no matches at all. And I think that's such a pity. And like me, what I do, I swipe everybody right who doesn't look appalling, also wer nicht jetzt widerlich aussieht. I swipe everybody like who looks right, who looks decent, and who looks like same cultural interest in me, same intelligence, and with whom I think I could have a good conversation. So I never go for the looks. And I think most people, men and women, are alike. They do that. I think most people, they date only the 10% top men and women and swipe them right. And the other ones, especially from a certain age on, have got no chance. Do you think that is possible?
I think that's true.
And that's brutal, because she's so frustrated, and I feel so sorry for her, and I know how beautiful she is as a person, and she's not ugly or anything. She's just not extremely good looking and average looking for her age and 50s.
Yeah.
But no chance. And in normal life these days, you know, in going out, you don't meet people anymore.
No, that's the problem.
So she's doomed to stay single then? What do you think?
I don't think so. But she needs a different strategy. I don't know which one now. But...
Yeah, but she's got these glasses and very thin hair. She can't help it.
No, I mean different strategy of finding people or meeting
we are
people.
thinking about that. But I still think, also I feel a bit sorry, because compared to these hundreds of likes that I get the entire time, but I'm also frustrated because I know that they don't like me or match me or swipe me right for who I am as a person, but rather
the pictures. Yeah, but how could you know?
Yeah, but...
Okay, we established that the pictures say a lot about maybe not a bio, but they tell you a lot. You can see how someone looks into the lens.
But I can tell that it's only about the looks and not das, was dazwischen ist. Wie sagt man? Also es ist nicht, it's not what comes with the picture. It's really just the eye color and the hair. And
is it that shallow?
I think most guys are, yeah. There are few, I try to avoid that, but sometimes it really annoys me. Yes.
Anecdotes. My cousin once removed, she's single.
Your female cousin?
Once removed, yes. Yeah. So she's the daughter of my cousin.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
She's 15 years younger than I am.
Mm-hmm.
And I was there in the summers. She lives in Spain with family. And she told me, if we were not family, I would date you. Because look around, she said. And then she said, look around. Tattoos, sporting gear, whatever. They're all big toddlers in sport gear.
Yeah, but me sometimes I go to dates just when I came from jogging. I go exactly the way I look.
Yeah.
I never present myself in a special way when I'm dating. I always look the way I look.
No,
on
but
that.
she said those guys that are possible dates for me, they all look, even if they go to the boulevard at Friday night, they are in a football outfit.
Yes, yeah, there's some truth to it.
And they have the tattoos.
Die sind nicht kultiviert. Wie sagt man denn? Cultivated? Kultiviert,
yeah. Non-cultivated people. She said, there's nothing for me here.
Yeah.
So she said, that's why I date older men.
Well, older men also sometimes look horrible.
Yes.
I think it's what? No, they don't look. Oh, look at these two. No, it's not. That
Okay, no, great example.
Nein, ich glaube. I think it's that most people, like they're always, I'm very often asked, ich werde ja häufig gefragt, warum sehe ich so aus, wie ich aussehe. Also keine grauen Haare. I'm almost 60 and I think for almost 60.
Yeah, you're lucky.
No, I'm not lucky. That was what I wanted to tell you and also tell people. It's lifestyle. Aging process is 75% is lifestyle. And I have the feeling that people are not doing themselves any good, and they're actually poisoning themselves. And it's in their mind. They're depressed, and they eat stuff that makes them even more depressed and lets them have a really ugly body. And you can tell how poisoned they are when you look at them. And they're not grown up. So this is what shows when you look at the. Yeah, and this is what you actually see in real life, and this is what you see on the pictures.
Yeah, so if the first picture on Tinder people show is with the glass, left.
Yeah, lots of them have that.
Yeah, so I think no, that's a no-go for me.
Yeah, but I get many. I eat mainly vegan. I'm not 100% vegan, and I get lots of them. Who go like, oh, that won't work for me, or they swipe me right, although they're right. I'm 100% against vegans, and I hate vegans, and I go like, why do you hate me? Because I don't eat meat or not tortured meat. I eat meat, but only if it's from a healthy animal without antibiotics.
Well, it's good that they swipe you right left. Because
but some of them swipe me right because they don't read it. They just look at the pictures, and when I confront them saying, why did you do that? Because you know that I'm vegan. Sometimes I just swipe them right as well, just to tell them you're talking to a vegan.
Actually, I do not care. I really do not care. I care about lifestyle. Active people that still maintain themselves. And I have a sporting background from decades ago.
What did you do?
Rowing.
Oh, rowing is great.
Yeah. And then I did not maintain myself that well. Doggy. Yeah, I did not maintain myself. And then a few years ago, I just changed my lifestyle again.
It's so important.
Yeah, and I feel so much better. And so the brain is still thinking, I can go to the Olympics, which is bullshit, of course.
Yeah, but you can take part, in competitions for all the elderly rowers.
No, it's called the Masters.
Why not?
Yeah, why not? Maybe next year.
Yes.
Yeah. So, but
you know that 2 years ago I dated a guy who was Swedish and who went always to this tennis place here, and he was my age, and he was actually the best in double in his age group a couple of years ago. So he's a professional tennis player and he's my age. And so, but he wasn't capable of bonding. He didn't want any relationship. I found out before it came to the very...
Good. do not invest time in people who don't want to bond.
Yeah, and this is a very important sentence. Das ist ein wichtiger Satz von meinem Lieblings-Dating-Coach. Dieter, komm mal hierher. Lieblingscoach Jonathan Astley. You want to interrogate the guy before the penis goes into the vagina. Du willst den Typen verhören, bevor der Penis in die Vagina geht. Das sagt immer Jonathan Astley. He's one of the best dating coaches in midlife in the United States. He lives in Redondo Beach, where I used to live in California, Los Angeles before, I don't know, 40 years ago. And he's really great. So we are not dating. You never date. What does that mean? You never date.
I hate the word. There's a connotation to it.
It puts yourself under pressure. And the other
Also,
one.
yeah. And there's an idea of this has to work. There's an idea of
You have to flirt now.
Yeah, and there's a tension that really could be in the way of real contact, and I mean,
and it's also very strange that you need to meet somebody and right away find out if this is a love match instead of slowly getting to know a person.
Well, it can be like a lightning thing.
Well, that's dangerous, though, especially for people with CPTSD like me.
Yeah.
If you have that right away feeling this is the one, it's normally toxic for people like me. So you rather not you rather not be too thrilled. If you're too thrilled, it's probably the old Bindungsmuster.
And how do you translate that? Because my German is okay-ish, but not that good.
It means that if you right away feel that this is the one, it's probably your old pattern of bonding, this toxic pattern of bonding that you had with your parents. So you rather...
Okay.
I'm citing one of my favorite German dating coaches for people with insecure Bindungsmuster, for insecure attachment styles, Christian Hemschemeyer, and he says if it's a 10 out of 10, if you have these issues, it's probably trauma bonding. Wundenanziehung.
Okay.
Wundenanziehung sagen wir auf Deutsch.
Yeah.
And that's why it's better, and this is what I learned, to be more relaxed and not to... Dieter, geh mal weg von der Kamera. Dieter.
There's Dieter. Yeah.
That's why it's better. This is what I do, to try to set aside all kinds of emotions and first try to see if I can connect on a friendship level. And even if I would feel attracted, I would cast that aside.
Which is a very good idea.
I don't give anything into that, no attention.
Yeah, so this is why I don't like the word dating. Because the connotation with there's a match and there needs to be like you said, there needs to be love in the air or whatever. Bullshit. Really bullshit. Why would that be? So
it's also very American, you said on the phone, huh? It's a very American approach.
It's a really American approach.
Very superficial.
Yeah,
American.
and it's also high school.
Ja, das sage ich immer. Ich bin noch nicht 16. Ich date doch nicht wie eine 16-Jährige. Ich bin fast 60. Ich date wie eine erwachsene Frau. Ich gucke, ob wir kompatibel sind und nicht, ob da Chemie ist. Was ist denn schon... What is chemistry? I mean, how long does chemistry last? Sure, you also need chemistry, but you need, first of all, a similar lifestyle, thinking pattern, intellect.
Well, yes, and there needs to be some... so it doesn't need to be, actually it shouldn't be exactly the same, because otherwise there's nothing to explore. If you're exactly the same, then why would you even, then it's a brother and sister affair, right?
Yeah, okay, but intellectually you can go deeper then?
Yes, of course.
But apart from that, sure, there needs to be from a certain point on a certain tension, but in the beginning I think it's better to put that aside.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So you explored Hannah Arendt?
Yeah, a bit.
Ich habe ihm den Link Günter Gauss im Gespräch mit Hannah Arendt, dieses berühmte Interview von 1965, dein Geburtsjahr, gegeben. Und wie findest du Hannah Arendt, um jetzt mal das Intellektuelle?
Yeah, in English. No, but
Did you like it? Did you like
yes,
her?
of course. Yes, but I studied philosophy way back in the 80s, so I read something about. I read a few things.
Hast du gelesen Die Banalität des Bösen? What she
I
wrote, The
believe so.
Banality of
Yes,
the Evil, about Adolf Hitler and the process, not against him, but Adolf Eichmann.
yeah, and she thinks he's a clown.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah, that's what she said in the interview as well. Yeah, but I think I read some articles in because I had lectures of Richard Rorty, and he passed away already, but he was a big fan of her. And Richard Rorty was one of my, well, you could say my idols, pragmatic philosopher. And I'm so lucky I had 10 weeks course with him, and he introduced me to Hannah Arendt. So that's why I read this.
And to me, this is really in the not dating process, getting to know you, that there we share the same interests, and that you're already also a thinker, just like I am. Is really important to me. I cannot imagine being with somebody with whom I have chemistry, but at the end, I can't share this kind of stuff. That would bore me to death at the end.
Yeah.
Because this is in my what is important to me. It's really high.
It would be the end of a relationship.
For me, not for everybody. Not everybody needs to be with a thinker.
Well, if you can't connect at that level, then it will be boring, and then
Yeah.
why move on? Especially with the reboot we're both making. Especially for me, the reboot.
Concerning your new.
Yeah.
Is it hard that your old relationship is over and you think you're already ready? Because
No,
like
probably
9
not.
months, 9 months is too.
I'm probably not, but I've no. So that's also a concern I have to share with my trying to avoid the word dates. So
Yeah, so I think
that's a concern, and a valid concern.
because yes, also eigentlich ist er gar nicht in der Lage. Also nach wie vielen Jahren? 35 Jahren Beziehung, after 35 years of
33, yes.
33,
Yeah.
you could say at least 3 years.
Yeah. No, but yeah.
But then this is the project between the two of us.
Yeah.
Concerning this could become something serious is dead already. Because I can't
Why?
wait. Because I can't wait 3 years.
Why would you wait 3 years?
Because it would take you 3 years to get over your ex. I think so. Well, you just said you're not ready yet. And you won't be ready in 3 or 4 months, I guess.
Actually, I don't know. Did I say I'm not ready yet? Maybe I said.
Yeah, you said that.
Yeah, maybe I said. Yeah, I want to be radical, honest, but for me, meeting people like you.
But we
women,
can be friends. I'm happy to meet new people in the Netherlands.
Yeah, so there you go. That's a really important part. We would never have met if we did the old-fashioned going to the pub, going to the sports club, whatever, tennis. Never. So, yeah, Tinder is good. But don't like the word dating again.
Yeah, me neither.
No.
Although I'm ready for a relationship.
Good. Yeah.
But then you're probably not the one, because I'm saying I'm careful with that, and I think you need another 2 years. And in 2 years' time, I will probably, hopefully, already be with somebody else.
Yeah. Well, cut. End of story.
But we can be friends.
No, but the thing is, I really enjoy these type of meetings. I'd like to call them meetings.
Yeah, me too, actually. I call them also meetings.
Yeah. And they enrich my life.
Yeah, mine too. People always think, oh, why do you doing this? So anstrengend. Taking all your strength, but I really like it. And I
Yes.
like to dive deep.
Yes. So that's good. Yeah. So Actually, I don't see a problem, but
No, I don't see a problem either.
Good.
It's just, I'm just saying, not to disappoint you, that I don't think we are star. I think we are star-crossed lovers.
yeah.
Because you're not ready yet, and I am already, and I wouldn't want to wait that long. I'm repeating myself.
Yeah,
What do
but-
you think about that? This theory of star-crossed lovers.
Can you explain it? So
Yeah,
stop.
this is star-crossed lovers is an expression, Shakespearean expression of Romeo and Juliet, I guess. Also sonst korrigiert mich jemand. Das sind die, die sich immer verpassen. They always miss each other.
Mm.
Well, you know the story of Romeo and
Yeah.
Juliet, yeah.
I didn't know the words, so
Well, first, he pretends to be dead. Kennst du für jeden hier Filmtipp? Ich gebe ja immer Filmtipps. Baz Luhrmann, Romeo and Juliet in the Dystopia of Los Angeles. Baz Luhrmanns Romeo und Julia.
never seen it.
Mit Leonardo DiCaprio und Claire Danes.
Mm.
Als die beide 16 oder 17 sind. Oh, you have to see that. It's
Yeah, I
absolutely
will.
brilliant.
Yes.
I will send you a YouTube link and put it for, ich werde es auch für jeden mal darunter verlinken. Baz Luhrmann, Luhrmann, Baz, B-A-Z. Baz Luhrmann, Romeo and Juliet with Leonardo DiCaprio and Claire Danes.
Mm-hmm.
When they were both like 16 or so. This is one of the most brilliant. It's actually a musical in dystopian Los Angeles.
Great.
This is absolutely one of the best films I've ever seen. It's ein Meisterwerk.
Well,
Okay, shall we close it with this, or
no, I'm good.
what do you think about star-crossed lovers? This theory concerning the two of us.
I think so. Chemistry is not a thing you believe in.
Yeah, at the end, yes. But first, I need to be a match with somebody on all other levels. But I cannot imagine, because if I feel chemistry, I start to feel that maybe after a couple of weeks. But I cannot imagine feeling chemistry with somebody and thinking he's not really ready for me, and in the end will probably back off because he's still in a way entangled with his ex-wife.
Well, the thing is, if you have kids, you're always entangled with your ex. Otherwise, it can be very poisonous, and then
Yeah, but
You-
that's a different entanglement.
okay.
It's different to be emotionally entangled or to just see how to arrange everything with the kids. That's differently. Or to be still emotionally attached. I mean, it's healthy and good that you still in a way like her. I think I appreciate that even.
Yeah, I don't hate her at all.
Well, that's good and that's important, but I think it's
But we
more-
just grew apart.
Yeah, but,
Big, really big time. So
yeah, but I understand that you still must be under shock also.
that's gone.
So what is the feeling towards her now?
That's a good question.
And the feeling you being with somebody else, and isn't that a threesome in a way, an emotional threesome?
No. So my background is, and I never went to only on a national level. I did some international rowing matches. And you're done with one thing and you go for the other one, and you go full and never look back. That type of thing.
But you just said you're not ready yet.
Probably, yeah,
So then you're contradictory.
I am. I'm a human, right? It's possible that I'm not, so that's to be discovered, that I'm not ready yet.
Yeah, but what do you want me to... What about the other party? What about somebody like me, thinking this is taking a risk, because it might be that you start off...
Yeah, but life is about risks. If you don't take a risk, but
I'm a CPTSBler, so I can't have casual sex, for example. I have a bonding trauma. I was left by my parents. This is the bonding trauma CPTSBler have, that they were not safe with their primary wie sagt man, mit ihren Caregivers.
Mm-hmm.
And so being rejected for them is re-traumatization. And you cannot put somebody like me with this disease, what I feel, but it's like being, in a way, a dry alcoholic. So I need really to feel safe with somebody. And the thinking, am I allowed to fall in love with that person? Und das ist jetzt wichtig auch für alle die anderen, die Betroffenen sind. Am I allowed to fall in love with this person because I feel in a way there's still attachment to the other one? It might happen that I'm having sex with him, we start the relationship, and then he's saying, oh, I think I'm not ready yet. That is, I mean, you're never safe. Relationships can always end, but this is a really high risk for somebody with my emotional, I wouldn't call it issue, with this background.
Yeah, I see that.
So we really need to be safe when we go into a relationship. What we need most is safety and reliability. That does not mean that anybody can promise you forever.
No,
Nobody
that's not
can
possible.
tell. But it's one thing to say, I'm ready, I'm free, I really like you, we are a good match, is one thing. And saying, I just separated. I'm not sure if I'm ready. I might be. I hope I am. But
Well, this
let's
is not what I
see.
told you. Now you're assuming stuff, right?
This is what I heard. That's for
Yeah.
sure. It's two different things.
Yeah.
So please, what did you tell me? And then I repeat it. Das ist auch so eine Technik. Der eine sagt was und der andere wiederholt es dann.
Mm-hmm.
To make sure that I really understood what you said.
But I can't remember. That's my problem.
And okay, then I'm asking you, how do you feel about the risk of backing off and not being ready? Asking you about this?
Well, now I understand that's a real, for you, it's a real dangerous possibility. So
I can't have fun relationships.
Mhm.
Relationships like, oh, let's have sex and let's see, and if it works out, it's okay.
me
If
neither.
it doesn't, no problem.
me neither. There needs to be connection.
Yeah, but for you, it's not re-traumatization.
That's true.
It's just disappointment, and that's a different thing. And I don't know how I would react. And even if you're healthy, you can have a drink. You know, an alcoholic can't have a drink.
Yeah. I met a few.
A dry alcoholic, meaning a dry alcoholic
Yeah.
can't just have, or a cigarette, you know, if you just stopped smoking, even if it's 20 years ago.
Yeah. So that complexion you have.
And my favorite
So,
dating coach, Jonathan Astley, he always says the first relationship after the big breakup of your life, after having been with your spouse for really a very long time, the first relationship is always just, wie sagt man, eine Übungsbeziehung, how do you say, where you just practice, but it's never lasting, or almost never lasting. So looking at it very neutrally, I mean, can be different, but looking at it very neutrally, the first relationship after such a long being with the assumed love of your life, which at the end wasn't, is always doomed.
yeah, probably. And you don't want to be that one. No, I get it. Yeah. I get it.
I mean, it can be different, for sure. It does not always have to be like that, but the likelihood is really high.
Yeah. You need to be very careful. I understand now. So, and I need to be honest, otherwise.
Yeah, but that's great. And I think it's great that we can discuss this calmly and openly. And I would like to stay in touch with you. I think you're an interesting person. And most disappear, even though I tell them I like to be in touch, when they realize only friendship or being acquaintances is possible, then they disappear.
Oh, really?
Yeah, some stay.
And they're good friends now?
I've got a few, yes, but normally they disappear. Especially as soon as the new woman or the one that is really a fit comes into their life. They disappear. And mainly, das habe ich auch gehört, men are always interested in sex with a woman when they realize they can't have that.
Oh.
And all women who think they're best friends are male best friends are just best friends with them just because they like them. It's wrong because most guys always have a sexual interest in their best female friend. I don't know if it's true, if it's true for you.
Not with all. But yeah, that's probably part of the male animal.
Wir sind ja Biologie. We are animals.
That's what I am.
Although Transhumanismus sagt was anderes. We are still...
No, but there's a big part of us that's still an animal. So I think you can't deny it. It's undeniable.
Biology.
Yes.
And the fact that guys are always interested, and as soon as they realize they can't have it, they lose interest, or as soon as they have their new steady girlfriend or steady relationship, they drop you.
That's the case? That's what you experienced?
I experienced that, yes.
Okay.
Yes, unfortunately. Also because there's jealousy from the woman part, because maybe she senses that for him it's more, although for me it's not.
That's a difficult thing for it's the new partner can't handle a relationship between a male and a female, a friendly relationship, not a romantic one, because that's
especially if he had interest in her and she denied it or she declined it, wenn sie es abgelehnt hat.
Well, we know each other for 40 minutes, 50 minutes, so
okay.
That's not an issue then.
No. So how would you proceed from here? You turn the camera off and then?
Yeah, I think we're good, right?
How do you feel now in front of the camera? Better? It's still awkward?
I'm not a camera person. I want to be on the other side of the camera.
What can you tell Tita, can you tell people or me what you feel now about me or us, or are you
still the same?
So you would like to get to know me?
Yes. Because you're an interesting person.
Yeah, I think so. You are too. Yes.
Yeah. So
I feel very comfortable with you. Very good. Relaxed, not under any stress. Or...
Yeah, but this is also.
And I feel safe with you actually because you're so honest. Also honest about your ex relationship and.
Well, that's good. Thank you. And yeah. What if you would not feel safe? That would be horrible, right? I mean, I would see this as a failure from my side. So
I think as long as one is honest, open, and is working on his or her own issues, it's never a problem. It's only a problem if they're not honest, if they don't doing their emotional work. That's a problem. Or if they're denying that they have wounds. They tell you, well, I'm healthy, I don't have the problem.
Well,
it's the other one.
At our age, if you don't have wounds, then you're probably you were under a stone already. I mean, if you live for decades and you don't have wounds, then what life did you live?
Yeah, but many say, I'm healthy, what's your problem? Well, if I tell people I used to be really fucked up, they look at me like, are you crazy? And I said, no, I just had issues like most people do, but I worked on them, and they completely misunderstand me, thinking I must be some kind of a lunatic.
Or you can say, yeah, I'm crazy. I'm totally nutter.
Okay.
And provoke them, right?
I think das ist ein gutes Ende, glaube ich.
Ja.
Wollen wir das damit beenden?
Ja, das ist gut.
Okay, also, tot ziens, sagt auch was auf Niederländisch.
Ja. Doei.
Okay, ciao, bis ins nächste Video. Tschüss.